Now, here's what we have. We first of all got the idea of reading. We're going to see some patterns here. Page 18. So the first thing that we're going to recognize is the following. Here's the first thing we're going to recognize. There's going to be some patterns in these word problems. Okay? 3 consecutive odd integers. Okay? And there's going to be some patterns. It's going to be confusing at the beginning, but we're going to be able to get through this. We're always going to let x equal the first consecutive. And in this situation, we're going to write odd integer. There is going to be a lot that goes similar on these word problems. Right now, here's what we have to understand. We have to know what odd numbers are. Okay? Odd numbers are numbers like 3, 5, 7,
8,
9, 11. Okay? How do I get from one odd number to the next one? Jump by 2.
Yep.
So if my first one is x, my second one's going to be x plus 2.
The third one is plus 4.
And that's going to be my second consecutive.
What?
And then x plus 4.
Yep. The third I don't have is alone.
Now, here's the problem. Okay? Let me tell you what they do to try to make these questions confusing. Okay? If I talked about the first one and the second one and the third one, that's very simple. Right? But unfortunately, you're going to notice sometimes they go through and say the larger, when I add the larger 2, or 3 times the smallest. So you've got to understand that the first one is also the smallest. This is also the smallest. The third one is also the largest. Right? The one in the middle is the middle. And now we're going to start setting up our let statements, or our equations. So that the larger, when I add the larger 2. Yeah. Page 18. I don't know where it is. So what are my larger 2? What are the 2 biggest ones?
4 and 3.
These 2, right? So x plus 2 plus x plus 4.
Yep.
Didn't it say add the larger 2?
Yeah, it can be 5. Right?
No, it's not 5. Odd
26.
is like 3, 5, 7. The result is 9 less than 3 times the smallest. 3x minus 9. Fellas, we got to get settled faster. Okay? This part right here. 9 less than 3 times small. So when I do 9 less, perfect. See, when I do 9 less than your age, it's your age minus 9. And that's hard. Because we read it 9 less than 3 times, so you think 9 minus 3x. But English is funny with subtraction sometimes. Okay? But now I've got an equation. All right? A few of you are still struggling on NSOLVE. And I circled the words that said solve the equation on the back of your quiz. And I circled the words solve the equation. And I wrote underneath it use NSOLVE. Right? So what I'm going to have you do right now, I want everybody to take this equation right here and use NSOLVE to find it. Everybody right now on your own. You're going to get your calculator. You're going to use NSOLVE to solve it. I want to see it on your calculator. You're going to show me what you typed in and show me what it looks like.
Number 3, right?
You're going to type in x plus NSOLVE, x plus 2 plus x plus 4 equals 3x minus 9.
Okay.
Come x. Everybody's got to show me this since you know how to use NSOLVE.
NSOLVE.
Just take a different one.
Oh,
مستري أغلب ما يتقن. لا.
ada terasa pada orang kecil di sana suka macam berserah
بدي أقول كذا لا.
Negative or minus? Minus 3x minus 15. Give pada 9, right? Comma x squared. Okay, benar. Ada apa lagi? Ada lagi.
Girl in the middle got it. You got it. Now we're seeing. Abdul's going to be the first of the boys got it. You get it?
هي شغله تشرب ضياء على كامل انا رقم كم 1 2 1 2
It's going to be, it's the first part.
I don't know if you're going to.
I'm going to do it the very first thing, or if it's the first thing inside of a parentheses, it's a negative. Or if it's in a parentheses, it'll be a negative. Most of the time, it's going to be a minus.
كم رقمين؟
I'll try to make points out when I see it. More often than not, it's going to be a minus. You got it? I didn't get it. You got it?
هذا ذاك قديم.
You got it? 15. You got it solved. Jensen, you got it? Yeah. Where is it?
It's 15.
15.
15.
All right, so here we got. We find out x equals 15. Okay, now, x equals 15. We're going to be experts at these by the time we leave today, I promise. What is it asking? We always have to make sure with word problems we're answering the question. So we went through, we solved it, we've got let statements, we read, we've got good. The question says, what are the 3 consecutive odd integers? So we have the first one. The second one is that number plus 2.
17, and the third one is say plus 3.
And the third one is 19.
19. X plus 2 equals plus 5 equal.
Right?
3. 15 and jump to X.
If we're doing this by hand, 2x plus 6, 3x minus 9.
Then we have to add.
Add x, comma x.
I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides.
Then we get 6.
Then you'd have 6 equals x minus 9.
Yeah. Then you have to say plus of 9 for all together.
Plus 9 plus 9.
Like
And then say 15. 15
لما 16
So by hand
yeah.
is how NSolve also works. And remember, if it's a part 1 multiple choice, NSolve you can use.
عايز انسى
NSolve. If it's part 2,
no, but sometimes it's no work for me inside like this one. I do it, but it's no work. It's wrong.
let me see what you typed. Okay. So now I'm going to move on to number 3.
Let's go.
3 consecutive odd integers. Or excuse me. We want 3 consecutive even integers. Even numbers. 2, 4, 6. Menu 3, 1. Then you type it in.
I know, but I thought it was in the work. If you do x,
X. First
X.
consecutive
plus 6
even integer.
2 plus
Jen say
x.
even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8. Odd numbers 3, 5, 7. How do I get from 2 to 4? Add 2.
Look.
Have to do comma X.
Oh, comma x. Comma x. Okay. Thank you.
So I've got my second consecutive even integer is x plus 2. My third one is x plus 4. I said we're getting good. We will be good at these by the time we leave today.
Yeah.
Yep. You got to work at it, but you're going to get better at these. First thing, difference between the first and twice the second. Minus. So how do I do twice the second?
That means negative 2.
Twice means times 2.
Times 2.
Twice means times 2. The second is x plus 2.
Yeah.
My second one is x plus 2.
Let's say
Twice. Right? Minus the difference of the first and twice the second. So there's twice my second one. Twice means times 2. What's my first one? Just plain x,
X.
right?
Yep.
Is found. The result
2x plus 2 plus
is 8 more than the third.
more than 4.
8 plus, what's my third one?
3. X plus 4.
X plus 4.
Got to the answer?
Now we're going to do NSolve.
Okay. 3, 1, 2, 2, 2.
It's minus x.
Plus 2.
It's minus x, not negative x, because it's not at the beginning. So Sally,
Equals
minus x, not negative x. Because it's not at the beginning. If it was here, it would be negative 2, but it's not. It's at 2 parentheses x plus 2 plus minus x equals 8 plus x plus 4. Comma x, right?
Yep. I don't know what I did wrong.
Oh no. Oh, I goofed up.
Yeah.
Ah, you dummy. Can we stop? Look at this. The first minus twice the second.
I told you it's
كذاب لا عليك
should
الآن
be
تحدث.
x minus 2. You said not.
Yeah.
And you said it's not.
This was changed. Just out of curiosity, is that a -2 or -2?
Minus 2.
-2. X minus 2.
Oh.
It's -8. Say -8.
What?
Minus.
The what?
Say
Your 2's outside.
I have to do one side.
2. No, hold on.
Negative.
X minus 2, parentheses, X plus 2, right? Close the parentheses. Equals 8 plus X plus 4, comma X. X equals -8.
Okay.
Now this is tough.
Sorry. Negative 8. Minus.
Tough. So my first one is -6. What's -6 plus 2?
Negative 8.
No.
4.
Yeah, because if I owe $6 and I get 2, I only owe 4.
4, 2.
And then this will be -2.
Yep. أي حاجة أنصف بين صلحة كما.
Yeah, we have to do it.
أي حاجة أنصف.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Your counting is really coming along, Muhammad.
Oh, sorry.
That's it.
Hey!
Hey.
The sum of 4 consecutive integers. Evens, odds, or just regular consecutives? Just regular.
Regular thinking.
Regular x. Oh, I like it.
First integer. Does it say even or odd?
Nah.
No. So how do I get to the next one? Add 1.
Add 1. X plus 1.
Is my second one. Add 2. Is my third.
Yep.
And I've got to change it because they say 4, right?
Yep. Bless you.
Thank you.
It'll be X plus 3.
Bless you again.
Sum means
Plus.
plus. X plus 1 plus X plus 2 plus X plus 4 equals negative 18. Oops. This should be X plus 3. Thank you, Miss Fun. And solve it. And those sons of a guns are going to give us a negative number again. My first. My second one's X plus 1. X plus 2 is my third one. And X plus 3 is my fourth one.
Bless you. Well, the minus plus negative. Huh? I have to close it for each one.
Huh?
I have to put the close for each one.
Quotes.
No, the close for each one.
No,
Or I
you'll
type
do
it off.
End solve parentheses.
Yeah, parentheses.
X, this whole thing,
Yeah.
comma, X, then one parentheses. One at the beginning, one at the end.
Yep.
Negative 6.
Yep.
And the question says, what are the 4?
Is negative 2.
Negative 6 is my first one.
Ah.
Then negative 5.
Negative 4. Negative 3. 3.
3.
3 is go by 2. What? How is it 3 if it's 5 and 4?
6 5 4 3.
Yeah.
واحمر ناقص
yeah,
واحد.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
minus 1.
Right?
انت تفحص فحص عن الحب فيها جينات. انا مين لازم؟
This time.
انا امتحان خطا.
Did you get it to say? Negative 6. You getting it? Sally, did you get it? Easy peasy. Okay. We're getting it? Abdul, you good? All right, here we go.
Wait.
Easy basic.